It is difficult. It's always a difficult situation in which a country as the project proponent get questioned by this financial institution, not only the GCF but also the Global Environment Facility. When we have projects under the LDCF, they are the Least Developed Countries Fund, which is under the Global Environment Facility. It's one of the key criteria for that fund is that they only finance the additional cost, which is the climate change cost. They gave an example where if you're building a road, that road is your pure development project. If you want to raise the road so that when it's high tide or king tide, the sea doesn't overtop the road. So that additional raise of the project, that's your additional cost, and that's where they will come in and finance. It's a very difficult situation where a project, like a country, needs to identify what is the additional cost. I mean, for countries like Tuvalu and many other small island developing states and LDCs, it's always a difficult part when you're dealing with that, because for us, like protecting a coral reef, it's not a development project. That overall project, it's a climate change adaptation project that you're trying to protect your coral reef, which provide food security, which also provide shelter for cyclones when it hits the island. So where is your additional cost there? So it's always, it may be on a case by case that the GCF or the GEF can assess and find out what is the additional cost. But clearly for us, what is being proposed, it's a climate change adaptation project. So that's always the difficult part for us. But I think it is clearly, if the project is being like evidence-based, then I don't see any difficulty in by the financial institution to identify, to concur with what's being proposed. As long as, so it is very important that we have evidence-based information in your project proposal when you are submitting it to the GCF or the GEF.